Okay, a little video remake and a explanation. You've seen in probably some of my other videos. I do Ikea stuff, and we do Ikea kitchens. Now here's where I've been called out to a location outside of Portland to do one for somebody who's doing a house remodel. I want to show a couple of pointers here on the layout. Now, when you order a kitchen kit from Ikea, you'll do the measurements. They pick everything else out. We put it through a computer. They put it through a computer program. I'll give you this thing. What you want to do is you want to go through this packet that they'll give you and pull out the perspective pictures and put them up on the wall. Just use a little masking tape, something that's not super sticky, so it doesn't stay there permanently. Put it up on the wall that it will be going on. Okay, you put it up on the wall that it will be going on. And then as you build onto that wall, you pull it back off. Like if we were to have a cabinet here, we pull that back off. We put it on the front of the cabinet. So that what you want to be able to do is walk up to this, look at it, see the positioning and everything, walk back, and then see the same thing in perspective. Okay? And when we do that, understand there's always going to be little adjustments that get made. On this situation, it was a question of whether this cabinet here, which is this one, would be positioned up against the wall there or positioned here. Well, here we've got some outlets, and we could go either way with those, but the outlet positioning wasn't really gone over with the designers at Ikea on that. So we would need some leeway to make that decision on the spot. Fortunately, the homeowners here, the major contractors around, so we're not having a major problem with that, but we will be determining the distances on that. The other thing that will happen, let's say in their standardized countertop sizing, is a little bit of final adjustment. For example, they wanted this to come up to the edge of the trim, which gives us a little gap here. We're either going to do something to fill that gap, or we have to go buy the 8-foot piece and cut it down instead of using a 6-foot piece. So that's part of what happens. The other thing that happened here on this section of the design was they weren't sure of the positioning of the window when they took all the measurements, which is one of the reasons there was no cabinets planned here. That would be done afterward. And we can tell what's going on by looking at these when they're on that wall. So we can just look at this and then double check our measurements as we go. And so that's the tip of the day on this particular stuff, is that when you get your packet, your little planning and blueprint packet from Ikea, go ahead, take it apart and tape those sheets up onto the wall where they're going to go. Now, occasionally you're going to have one of these cabinets that really has a lot of build-in happening with it, and you may or may not leave the sheet that goes with that particular cabinet in that particular position because, again, you end up with a little leftover stuff, or hopefully you never short anything as you go with this. One reason we don't put the top drawer in is we still need to be able to reach through these holes with the power tool to mount that top, and then after that's done is when we put the top on.